Yes, I balance, love, and respect. Ah, the family and relatives out there. You see me, we're back again with another fun, eventful
Yes, I
show today,
balance, love, and respect.
I have a little
Ah, the
feedback.
family and relatives.
Let me pause that video. Okay, boom. So let me start out by, shouting out all the people, all my people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know who you are, ICCC. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself, you know what I mean? Now, let me start off by doing this. I'm gonna share my screen share. I go drop a one tune, and this are the motivation for the name woman choose. You know what I mean? I want to listen to this song because it represents a lot what I stand for. Check it out.
No man can decide my destiny. Only I can decide my own for me. Why? Cause I'm a whole family. I wanna be free from all chains and all bandits and road. Free from all powers and all borders and doors. Free to praise the Lord because I'm not praise before. So I don't do wash your face if I feel and soul. Me a bully boy and me a bully boy. Like profound heart, but feel me a big go. So take it by the hand, I'm gonna fly down the slope. I let me follow me, but I'm gonna be up to flow. I was born to be free. I'm the out and the big and the lay. No one out and the big and the lay. No one out and the big and the lay. And what eyes they will see.
Born to
Say,
be free, you
me
see
no
me?
come here so we talk and me no come here so we laugh. Me there up on a mission and me complete heart. Jack is my rock, of course he is my star. If you love me, go you have to accept the gap. You wanna be big, when we get down in the center. In the pretty water, all I walk with strong. Then inject me the body with woman in the car. Zero like all 50 just when I laugh. I was born to be free. I'm
That's
the
when I
out
hold
and
on
the
the
league
league
and
and
the
got it.
league. I'm the out and the league and the league. I'm the out and the league and the
Yes, I
league.
am.
And what eyes they will see.
Yeah, man was born to be free. You see me? Yes, I can't deal with the bondage and the foolishness, right? Now, today we want to touch on we're gonna focus on a certain topic inside of the series identity theft. Now, this series that I'm doing is just to bring awareness to our people who doesn't know about the ancestry, the ancient ancestry that's here in America, and it has to do with us being aware of all the ancestral lands that they have for us, that they stole from us, that they hiding it from our people, and keep on telling us that we're African Americans, keeping our minds and our thoughts on the other side of the pond. You feel me? So we can stand up and claim what is rightfully ours. Now, by saying that, there's there's a lot of there's a lot of misconception of what through science is. When I look into what today's science represent versus what our ancestors used to do back then, it's different. It's totally different. S- Science back then, ancient science back then, was about doing everything in accordance with nature, dealing with the elements and how it interact with us as a people, and finding ways to create a system where we deal with inventions and stuff in a positive way where it don't hurt the earth the mother, or earth humanity on a whole. You feel me? So today basically I'm focusing on ancient science versus science today. And what I like to the term that I like to use to express ancient science is spiritual science. Because today the science community, the issues that we're having in the science community is that they want to separate the two. They want to separate science from spirituality. And when you do that, it become problematic because the spirituality in it is the soul, is the love, it's the connection to mother. You know what I'm saying? And if you lack connection to mother and you're studying mother and you have no love for mother, you're gonna do stuff that's gonna hurt mother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we noticed that when in today's practices, a lot of the stuff that we do where science is concerned, the inventions and the stuff that we're using is affecting us in a negative way. Spirit science represent love and harmony in nature, oneness, right? Science today represent profit. Profit is for profit. That's what science is about. How we could take these elements and make money off of it. It's called capitalism. Okay? And that's not how we used to do, that's not how our ancestors used to do this thing. Now, we got to set this thing straight because we got to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example what I mean. The drugs, the so-called drugs that the pharmaceutical people they selling and giving out to our people today is poison compared to what we used to use back in the day. Today we have side effects if we're trying to heal ourselves and we go to the doctor. Everything we take and use, it hurt us. It might fix one thing, but it destroys something else within you because it's lack. It's not. It's not a It's not conducive to our system, to our spirituality, to our soul. You know what I'm saying? Because we're soul people, and even the vaccines and stuff, they have a lot of harmful things in there to hurt people. It's literally happening today as we speak. Now, how we used to deal with health back then was dealing with the herbs, dealing with nature. You know what I'm saying? We never need to put like harmful chemicals in our stuff because we deal with the stuff straight from nature. You got everything that's wrong with you, every ailment, every situation, every disease that you have within you. There's a herb and something else, a fruit or food, something that's natural, that's designed to cure that, not to cure, but to heal that, because the body heal itself. The stuff that we take does activate the healing process within us. You know what I'm saying? So let me take a break a little bit and take a look at the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I've been going in. Shout out Kappa Upstep. Shout out to Rainstorm. Shout out to Original Kappa Empress. Yeah, I mean Joe 47, big up yourself. Keep fear. Cherokee in the building. As she came on the panel.
Peace, born free. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, sis?
I come here to support.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the support, sis. Is there anything you
No
want to add to
problem.
what I'm saying so far?
No, I'm on just I've been having some earbud problems, but I'm gonna mute my mic and I'll jump back in here in a minute.
Okay, all right. Just chime in anytime you're ready, sis. All right,
Okay.
cool. All right. So with that being said, there is this thing now that they keep throwing at us. The DNA testing thing, right? Now, where that is concerned, there's always some truth to what the colonizer put out there, but it's ridden with lies. They put a little bit of truth in there to make it seem like they got good intentions. But if you just check the thing, if you just check the underlying factor, you'll see that the real intention is an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Now, how this ties into identity theft, DNA, genealogy, DNA testing. Now, when it comes to our people, a lot of times we don't know how much our people are being targeted with a lot of the stuff that we see out there in the public. You know what I mean? And shout out Colin McLean, big up yourself. Now Timbuk son of Papoose, big up yourself. Now, with that being said, the we know who controls and push and advertise these DNA companies. It's the same people that's committing paper genocide against our people. making it seem like we don't exist anymore. All of our people died off in wars back then. And I'm saying everybody died off because of sickness and disease and stuff like that. We're still here. We didn't die off. And they're using this science today to try to prove what they're the agenda that they're pushing. And our people is buying into it. Now now when it comes to DNA testing, I wanna make this clear, right? DNA works. Let me say this clear. DNA works. But how does it work? And what does it do? Now, there's different types of DNA testing. And I know if the conscious community is being, or the black power community is being honest, they never really differentiate. They never really make the clear difference with the DNA testing to let them know that there's different kind of DNA testing. You know what I'm saying? So we have genealogy DNA testing, we have paternity DNA testing, and we have maternity DNA testing. Now, maternity and paternity DNA testing and DNA testing when it comes to forensic files, when it comes to you leaving your blood or your spit somewhere or some kind of genetics somewhere, they could type back to you. Those work. You could beat a case in court based on a rape charge or something like that. A kid come back and it's not you. That works because you're still living. You know what I mean? They could test your data because you're still here. You feel me? Now, when it comes to paternity testing, you could test a child and find out if the child is yours. It works. I've seen it. It works. It works in court. I've seen people get off from paying child support because the child wasn't theirs. So that works also. But here's the kicker. When it comes to genealogy testing, that's the one that doesn't work. And that's the one that they pushing in a whole package to make it seem like, oh, because these work, this one also have to work 100%. And it doesn't. The people, they tell you, anybody in the conscious community that's pushing this, they're being dishonest because the people who's doing the testing, themselves tell you it's not 100% accurate. You don't believe me? Check this out. I'm gonna screen share again. All right. Let's do the screen sharing. I went on, what was it, 23andMe? No, that's not it. All right, cool. This is 23andMe website. This is a website. I'm not getting no conspiracy theory information from nobody. This is what they say on their own website. Now, I hope everybody's seeing the screen. You know what I'm saying? Let me check. Where's the video? Okay. Can anybody see the screen? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm screen sharing right now. If y'all could see the screen. Let me go back to the screen. To the okay, so this is in their what do you call this? This is on their website, right? Cool. So it says here, genetic research is not comprehensive, right? While we measure many hundreds of thousands of data points from your DNA, only a small percentage of them are known to be related to human traits or health conditions. Did you hear that? All right, cool. The research community is rapidly learning more about genetics, and an important mission of 23andMe is to conduct and contribute to this research. So they're still learning. They only cover a small percentage of DNA. Okay? Because your DNA data it's not, they can't go through all of it. It's millions and millions and billions of, because we've been here forever. Okay? Now check it. In addition, many ethnic groups are not included in genetic studies. Did you hear that? Let me repeat that again. In addition, many ethnic groups are not included in genetic studies because interpretations provided in our service rely on these published studies. Some interpretations may not apply to you. When you really get into these people and start reading their disclaimers, you will see that it's garbage. They teaching and
Uh,
pushing out garbage. All right.
It's a joke.
Yes, sis. Yeah, man. All right. No, future scientific research may change the interpretation of your DNA. But what are we doing here, people? Are we really taking these tests seriously? In the future, the scientific community may show previous research to be incomplete or inaccurate. I'm done. I'm done. Sis, what you gotta say about that, sis? Are you there, Cherokee?
Yes, I'm gonna just say, please stick to your genealogy. I mean, if you don't know that this is a scam for you, you are highly mistaken. You got to do your genealogy. Know that that's the only thing that matters, not a DNA. If you can do a DNA for a dog, what does that tell you? Just stick to your people. They pulled us from our people. Stick to your people. There's no such thing as DNA. And I see it a lot. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's definitely an agenda. And they know that it's inaccurate and stuff that they putting out there. So they cover themselves by putting out disclaimers. These are disclaimers to make sure you can't take them to court. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. Now,
Right.
with this part that I read when it says the research community is rapidly learning about genetics. Now it says in addition, many ethnic groups are not included in genetic studies. Now, okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna jump on that right now and show that that is accurate what they said about that. Now, by us putting in by us participating in DNA genealogy DNA testing, what are they use? Because they use a database. Whatever information they have in a database is that's the information they're limited to. We've been here for forever. There's no beginning or no end to how long we've been here. So how can these people really tell us who we are if they started doing DNA testing recently? What about the millions of data that they can't get, like your 15th and 16th great grandma, your 300 great grandma? You know what I'm saying? They don't have that info. We got to use common sense. You know what I'm saying? So what they're doing is limited. They're working off of a limited database, and they mostly dealing with living people. So you got people moving all over the planet right now. If you have people here in America that move to Africa, or people in Africa that move to Europe, you're gonna find your DNA markers all over the place because they're just tracking living people. It's foolishness. It has nothing to do with ancestry. You feel me? Now, why I say that too? There's no database for our claim. What we're claiming that we are, there's no database for it. They never took our people ancestors. They never took our ancestors' DNA and kept it in a database and put Aboriginal Americans over it. So when they're testing us, they could test us against that. They don't have that. So what are they testing us against? You feel me? And we got to keep in mind also that the American colonial society, they took a lot of our people from here and brought on the west coast of Africa and all over the place, Europe and them places too. So we got a big portion of our DNA all over the place. So when you do these testing, you're gonna see results from West Africa. You're gonna see results from Europe because guess what? Our people are still traveling today. People still moving around. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got a video I want to share. we about DNA testing. We gonna kill the whole DNA thing right today, just once and for all. We're not going. I don't want to hear no more arguments about genealogy DNA testing. Okay, we're gonna put a wrap on that conversation right now. I hope. Did I share? Let me kill the screen share. How we doing in the chat? How is everybody doing, man? All right. Okay, we got another sister. Put her on the panel. What's up, Fear? In the building.
Okay,
What it do? What it do?
peace, Empress, peace.
Hey, you know I love genealogy. I'm all about it.
I know
For
that's
people,
right.
living people, relatives.
Man, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you guys for coming through. I don't feel so alone. All right. Cool.
Origines over everything. Origines over everything.
Hey.
You better know it.
See, support.
All right, so let me screen share. Share my audio also so you guys can hear it. Boom. All right, so this video is it was reposted by Cap Grand Rising Show. Shout out to them dudes over there. They putting in work. And I want to say fair use. You know, this is learning purposes. Let's do it. Let's check it out.
I recently took one of those at-home DNA ancestry tests. All I had to do was fill up a vial with a disgusting amount of spit and mail it off for analysis. We're going to be here for a very long time. I just spit it back up in my nose. A couple weeks later, this is what I got. It's a neat little pie chart with these specific percentages that were color matched to different regions on a world map. The report told me I was mostly Southwest Asian. No surprises there, considering both my parents are from Iran. That percentage, 86.7, I understood that to be the portion of my DNA that's West Asian. But it turns out that's not exactly what ancestry tests are telling us at all. This is an ad for one DNA ancestry test, 23andMe. An ethnically ambiguous woman travels the world and a circle animates around her, sort of like the pie chart in my test results, as if to say, this woman's DNA is 29% East Asian. And here's an ad for a different ancestry test.
52% of my DNA comes from Scotland and Ireland.
And somehow this information compels him to wear a kilt? Alright, so what are ancestry tests really telling us?
Can you help me understand what my results are telling me? Because I'm getting mixed messages from ads and how other people talk about the results.
This is Wendy Roth.
I'm an associate professor of sociology at the University of British Columbia. Okay, first of all, these test results are not about your entire DNA. They're about a tiny, tiny fraction of your DNA.
To understand how genetic ancestry tests work, let's start with the DNA itself. There are about 3 billion base pairs in our genetic code. Those are the A's, C's, T's, and G's that form the instructions that make us, us. Of these 3 billion base pairs, 99.9% are exactly the same in all humans. But for the remaining 0.1%, one person might have an adenine where another person has a guanine. These single letter differences are called single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs. Groups of SNPs can help explain why some people are taller than others, or why some people have green eyes while others have brown eyes. But most SNPs have no known effect at all. What many DNA tests are looking at are a relatively small number of SNPs, specific positions in this 0.1% in our DNA, in order to give you your results. When a testing company receives your sample, they compare your pattern of SNPs to different reference populations in their database. These reference populations contain SNPs known to exist more frequently in different modern populations in the world. Then the testing company will give you a percentage that represents how strongly your pattern of SNPs resembles that group. But this process has a bunch of important limitations, and this is where things get complicated.
Lots of markers are found in multiple populations around the world.
First, even trying to classify humans into groups in the first place is tricky. Human genetic diversity isn't organized neatly into groups like countries or continents. Take a look at the distribution of this SNP that affects how a person absorbs folic acid. It's commonly found in Mexico, but also in Chile or even China just as often.
So let's say that a particular marker is found in the South Asian population 30% of the time. There's still a possibility that when you inherited this marker, you got it not from somebody who was South Asian, but from somebody who was in some completely different group that also happened to have that marker.
Second, testing companies put together their reference populations based on academic research and other people that have taken genetic ancestry tests. And most testing companies aren't clear about how many people are represented in their reference populations. So each company might have different reference databases, which helps explain why you might get different results from different companies. So what does this all mean for my results?
This is a probability with a margin of error. So it's not that you overall are 85% West Asian, but that the particular spots that they happen to look at, 85% of those locations are associated with Western Asia in their reference population.
So what about these other results? Am I really 2% African?
You've got a lot of, sort of small trace percentages here. Percentages that small are really not meaningful. Again, because that could be affected by having one person in the database. And if that one person gets reclassified later on because they get, a larger sample, that percentage will disappear.
Ultimately, DNA ancestry tests are really just giving us a probability, the testing company's best guess, and that uncertainty isn't made very clear in the results. Buried in my results, I found this confidence slider. It turns out my results were presented at about 50% confidence by default. When I increased that to 90%, my results got much more vague. All of a sudden, I was broadly West Asian, and a lot of my genetic markers were unassigned. So DNA ancestry tests don't actually tell us where our ancestors lived. They're really just giving us probabilities of where we're likely to have relatives today. But so what if people misinterpret their results? Well, that has consequences. They can make us believe that our ethnicities have these bright line distinctions between them, like in a pie chart.
When people are presented with test results and these percentage breakdowns, and they're led to think that these tests can tell you your race, or they can tell you who you are, that leads to a way of thinking. It makes us feel that there are very stark and clear biological differences between races.
One study found that DNA ancestry tests reinvigorate age-old beliefs in essential racial differences, that our socially constructed racial categories like white or black are essentially different from each other. Some groups have even turned to genetic ancestry tests to try and prove their racial purity. DNA ancestry tests can be useful. Search YouTube and you'll find hundreds of stories of people using them to find lost relatives and to fill in their family histories.
I just found my biological tests.
Yes. Let me stop you right there. Okay, so you heard it out of the Caucasian lady's mouth yourself, right? She said what she said. She said you can't use it to tell your ancestry. You can't use it to tell where your people used to live. It's only telling you where they have similar genetic markers today all over the planet. Okay, so how are we referring to genealogy DNA testing for any truth in our community? We can't use it. It's an agenda. All right. Now, I don't know if any one of the sisters wanna chime in on that. Want to say something about that, or
I don't. That's a bunch of bull. Cause my sis here, she does genealogy, and that's crap. This is the biggest scam that they got going on our people.
Right. And you don't know what they're doing with your DNA and all that other stuff. They mostly sell it to these companies. It's just crazy. You don't know what you're giving them and what they're doing with it.
all right. There's another video I want to share also. It's long, but I'm not gonna go through all of it. I just want to drive a nail in this coffin, yo. Let's keep going at it. I'm gonna screen share again. I don't know why I took it off in the first place. But let me screen share again. And okay, so this video is talking about a identical twin, right? They did the ancestry test and they both got different results, and they're supposed to be identical twins, right? So this is coming from the channel CBC News. It says twins gets mystifying DNA ancestry test results. All right, so let's check it out. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go through all this because it's like 20 minutes. I just want to drop a couple, a few minutes of it, and then I'm gonna drop the link, and you guys could check it out for yourself. All right. Fair use, fair use.
One set of identical twins. 5 DNA ancestry tests. What? I have French and German.
Oh, I don't have that.
5 different sets of results?
We strongly think that you and your sister should get the same report.
I don't want to be a buzzkill. I don't think it's entirely accurate.
Want to know more about your heritage? You can't afford to miss this marketplace. I'm on holiday in the Mediterranean.
Tunisia, I think, is that way. And Sicily is that way.
I'm heading back to my roots, or what I think are my roots.
Giuseppe, driving the boat.
My family hails back to Sicily.
So here we are in beautiful Noto, Bonacera.
Off the tip of Italy. And I have Polish and Ukrainian roots too, or at least that's what my family tells me. So how can I be sure?
I thought I married an Italian.
I found out that I was only 16% Italian.
It was 34% Eastern European.
Judging by marketing like this, DNA tests have the answers.
When I found you in my DNA, I learned where my strength comes from.
Millions of people are buying kits curious about their ancestry.
You can pinpoint specifically?
Companies promise their tests will reveal where you come from, who your people are.
It's really nice. Some kind of a connection to my background.
But just how accurate are they? We're testing 5 companies to find out. Ancestry DNA, 23andMe, MyHeritage DNA, Family Tree DNA, and Living DNA.
Hello. Thank you.
Oh, and there's a twist.
Oh yeah, you have some drool. There you go.
My sister Carly's in on this too. That's her son, Max. And no, you're not seeing double. We're identical twins.
Ooh. Step 1. Fill the tube with saliva to the black, wavy line.
Carly and I are testing 2 things. Will the companies have different breakdowns from each other?
I have way too many bubbles.
And will they have different breakdowns for each of us?
I feel like I'm on Law and Order. Yeah, do that.
It's DNA science. We're identical twins. So the results should all be the same, right?
Cheers. Don't touch it though.
I double check to make sure we're not mixing up our samples.
This is going all the way to Dublin, Ireland, the Netherlands, Concord, Ontario.
And 2 are going to Texas.
I'm shook.
These ancestry kits can change some people's sense of who they are.
11% Scandinavia, which I love.
Now, this is crazy because, like I said, it's a big percentage. We are 53% Nigerian. Woo!
My mom's full Chinese, and my dad's half Chinese, half we thought was Spanish, but it is British. 5% of me is Ashkenazi Jewish. I don't even know what Ashkenazi means.
It's D-Day, or rather, DNA Day, for the Agra sisters.
All right, so let's get after it.
First up, Ancestry DNA, the biggest in the biz.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What?
39% Eastern Europe and Russia. No way. What is yours? Did you get the exact same?
Wow, didn't expect that much Eastern Europe. And it gets very specific with Italy.
We did get
Greece
and Balkan. Greece and Balkan. Oh, cool. Okay.
Family tree DNA throws us a few surprises.
Wow. I'm 13% Middle Eastern.
And then there's Iberia.
This is neat though. That's Spain. That's Portugal. Yeah, I never would have guessed.
And get this, according to my heritage, we may not even be Italian.
Holy. So 60.7% Balkan, 19% Greek. Oh my gosh. Part 3.4% Italian. It's actually saying you are 3.4% Italian.
So are we a little bit or a lot Italian? Mostly East European or mostly Balkan? What's up with these results? I'm hoping Simone Gravel can explain.
Oh, Dr. Gravel, thank you.
He's a population.
Okay, yeah, but like I said, I don't want to get too much in this video, but you see what's going on, the confusion, right? Now, what they're doing is whatever you grew up around your relatives, your mother and your father and your grandma, your great grandparents, whatever your people was telling you who you are, and you grew up with that oral knowledge. When you do these tests, they confuse you because they're telling you that you are something else. So people are left confused. Some people are left angry. You know what I'm saying? Some people start dealing with other people's culture because of the tests. They start buying dashikis and stuff, just like what was happening here. They're telling you West African when we know we're from here in the Americas. It's the same concept. So if guys are interested in this video, please finish watching it because it gets very crazy when it goes deeper in. But I don't want to play too much of it and get my channel strike. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat right now. Where's my video? Boom. Okay, boom. Yeah, you guys should check it out, man. You're gonna see how they left very confused, and but they was more sure of who they were when they started compared to when they did the test. You feel me? Now that that shouldn't be the case because they're looking for answers and they're paying money. You know what I'm saying? No. With that being said, should I take a little music break? I think I should take a little music break. Let me pull up my thing. I'm gonna play one of my songs. Am I still sharing? Yes, yes. Okay. Boom.
Hey, oh, yeah. Oh, I miss some say never much and never done come. Yeah, and took our trust. It's been a winning, but your love hasn't done. No, not on my watch. Now if you take our land away, teaching us how to pray, won't let us demonstrate you wrong. Thinking I don't belong, hiding behind the gun, hoping we're gonna run, we not run. We are the light, we are the chosen, we come to shine out the dark. We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are. Oh, we are the lights, we are the chosen. We come to shine We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are, who we are. Who we are. Some said fire when the fire was ice. Yes, them tell pure lies. Some may buy not that pay that price. No, not in this life. Now if you take all the land away, teaching us how to pray, won't let us demonstrate you're wrong. Thinking I don't belong, hiding behind your gun, hoping gonna run, we not run. We are the lions, we are the chosen, we come to shine out the dark. We are the movement, this generation, you better know who we are. Oh, we are the lions, we are the chosen, we come to shine out the dark. We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are, who we are. Who we are. Who we are. Some say never when you never done come. Hey, I say it's been winning, but your love hasn't done.
Yeah, man. You see me? Born free, I try a little thing. You see me? Now, I better know who we are for real. I better know. You see me? I have to know. Now, when it comes to the land over here now, this is where it get to the get very interesting when it comes to the land. Yeah, I mean, now what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna touch on something that I have pulled up here, which is the Indian Removal Act. All right. Boom, let me go back to the screen so I can share.
I'm sorry, Born Free. Empress Copper Fox would like to join the panel.
Okay, yeah. Let me. Yes, man. Well, I go on, Empress.
Salute.
Empress,
Salute.
salute.
What up, though? Do you think Born Free? I'm listening.
See that?
Salute.
No, I respect.
Peace, sis.
No.
Yes.
Where is it? Boom. Share. I hope you guys can see this map. What did I do? All right. Boom. Now, see this map? This map is the map of the Indian Removal Act, right? Now, my last bill that I had, I touched on the map with the mounds and the pyramids and stuff, right? All over the Americas. Now, mostly in this area where you see, if you guys can see my cursor, mostly in this area where you see they have these brown spots and these green areas right here. This is along the Mississippi River. This area is where you have the Mississippian culture. If you was watching my last bill, right? Now, why I'm bringing this map up, with the Indian Removal Act, they moved all of our people from their ancestral lands that was in these areas and push them over here in these areas, in Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, these places. You know what I mean? This is what they call Indian territory. They choose this spot to relocate our people. Why they did that? These areas is where the plush most of the resources are. You feel me? And this area and this is the coast. This is the East Coast where we have trade, where you control all the trade. You feel me? Along the coast. So they took over all our trade routes and control the resources of our ancestral lands and push all of our people over in these areas where they call Indian territory. And we, even though they did that, we still came over here and we did big things that they had to come and again destroyed what we built again over here. You know what I'm saying? So anywhere they put us, we always thrive as long as they leave us alone. It's what messed us up is when they got us to integrate into their system and start using our energy to boost their system, to boost their economy. That's when they start winning, because if they leave us alone and we build on our own, we'll overtake any economy because we're that powerful. You know what I'm saying? We are the land. We know the land. Ain't nobody know this land like us. You feel me? Now, by saying that, we have ancestral land claims in court that we could get. We could get back land that's there for us, because most of these lands that's in the Mississippi area, what we call the Mississippi Mound Builders, and all of these places like on the East Coast, all the way down to Florida, all the way up to New York, and like Louisiana, Mississippi, and these places, they have so much land in trusts. Check out trust, land trusts. We have I think it's the Department of Interior, one of those places that deal with parks. The people, the federal company that deal with parks, those are the ones that have our land in trust. Okay, and this is how they're using our resources against us, because basically what they're doing is they're using the land as collateral and our life as tied to the land as birthright to trade with other countries. You know what I'm saying? And this is how they're living off our resources. So anytime we claim back these land, we gain back these ancestral lands, we're gonna gain back power. And they can't build on it. They're not doing anything on these places. I already showed you. Let me pull up at the map again that I showed the last time. Let me see if I could find it. I'm gonna go into yeah. Just a minute. Let me see if I could find this map that I was looking at the last time. All right, here it is. Boom. I hope y'all could see this map. Now, this map is the map. It says flat top pyramid mound center cultures, right? This is where, in the same area where they move us from. You see how this is green and plush? You see where they pushed us? They pushed us mostly over here in this area. You know what I'm saying? But if you look where most of our people was living in mass numbers along the coast right here, you'll see that there's so many lands that's there and communities and spiritual centers and stuff all over in different states. And all of these places that I'm showing you, wherever you see the diamond right there, it means it's the community. It's a cultural center, right? And we have one here, one up here, one over here. We have one up here, and we have one over here, and we have a few over here on the West Coast. All of these lands is still untouched. All of these places, the spiritual centers and stuff, they're still untouched. They're there. They're not building on them. They're not doing nothing. They're waiting for us to come and claim it. And that's why these bills are so important, what we're talking about, because we're trying to bring awareness to our people. It's not, my intentions is not to bang on anybody or talk, bad stuff about other people's culture or whatever. What I'm defending our culture. I'm defending our land. And if you get hurt, if your feelings get hurt by me standing up for our ancestral lands, then it's on you. But this is truth. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Right. Anybody want to say something?
No, I'm glad you showing this because this lets you know that they can't touch certain parts of this land.
Right.
They can't because they know who it belongs to. So we have to put ourselves in the position of claiming what's ours.
Right.
That's what we need.
You were saying something, Kafir?
That's why they're building up stuff all over each other. They don't got much time left. We gotta go ahead and claim our stuff.
Yeah, man. It's very, very important. I'm telling you, man. This stuff is that's why I do it mostly, because I know that we could gain power from getting back our ancestral lands. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely,
we've been hearing. How many years we've been hearing, the Africa theory, we going back to Africa and all this stuff, but we got no land over there we could claim. Nothing. You can't even own land. I'm not talking bad because I want to talk bad. This is truth. You can't own land in Africa coming from America as an American. You cannot own land over there.
Facts.
You can't.
Don't hold back, Born Free. Let it out.
Not your birthright.
Let it
out.
So if we African American, so if we African American, why not?
We can't. We ain't got no birth. What does your birth certificate say? Dummies.
They got
exactly
brothers that move over there that's trying to own land. Look here, they're not even giving you citizenship. They're not even allowing you to be a citizen. You got to fight for that for years. You got people over there 20, 30 years and still I ain't got
you got to naturalize first.
Right. It's hard. It's not easy like they saying. So
and if it's your land of birth, you shouldn't have to naturalize.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Empress, Olbert, are you working? You want to jump on?
Oh.
I see her in the chat. Holbert. The link is in the
Airwalk chat.
Sis, come on. Big up yourself, chat. Anybody can jump on, I don't know. It's me a family thing. Relative thing. I use that word. I need to stop. Now.
You got my headphone.
Yeah, so then they push us out of ancestral lands so we can support and build their economies. Now, without us, what our people don't understand is that we're the one running everything. We don't own it anymore, but we're the one running everything. What they did was they just switched ownership on titles. What they did, they created the patent system, so they patent everything. You feel me? So this some paper stuff they doing on us constantly. You know what I'm saying? My babies is going crazy. I don't know if you guys could hear. My children is going crazy, right? But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stay on here much longer because I gotta go attend to my babies. But yeah, I'm glad you guys came through, man, to help me out with this build. I still got some more stuff I want to touch on, but like I said, my babies is tearing up the place.
Go do what you gotta do.
All right, another thing I want to touch on before I get off, right? There's different terms that was used to identify us when we meet up with other groups of people, right? When we was there, when the colonizer came over here, they was calling us Indian, right? And all of the treaties and the land and everything that's tied to our birthright and our ancestry has to do with the all of the what do you call it? The treaties and stuff was written under the term Indian. All right. You might see Aborigine in there, but most of them you're gonna see Indian. Even if when I pull up the map that I showed you guys with the with all of the places, what you will see on there is Indian territory. They keep in these places, they have the little markers for the land. When you go there to read about the history of the land, it says Indian territory, it says Indian land, and it says Indian tribe. You feel me? So for us to go back and claim what is rightfully ours, we gotta use the political term Indian to go into court. to deal with the paperwork, because that's how they get rid of us. They get rid of us on paper, so we got to go back and get the shit on paper, right? Now, the term Moor was used to identify some of the people over here and some people in Europe, but the term Moor doesn't tie to any land. There's no Moor land. There's no land here that we could go into court as a Moor using the Moor title and get any land. You feel me? Because our ancestors never used to call themselves Moor. Our ancestors never used to call themselves Indian either. But at least by claiming the term Indian, you're still tying yourself to the lands here in America, your ancestral land. Yeah, you get me? African American don't tie you to any land at all. Like
it's never.
You feel me? You're lost. You're lost at sea because there's no land that says African American.
That is
there you go.
It's two separate continents joined together. So you can't be born in two continents at the same time. That's the trick, y'all.
Right.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So when people saying, oh, you don't want to call yourself a Moor, but you want to call yourself an Indian, it's political because we're using the terms that's tied to our landmass. This is the political term that they use to call a landmass. So when we're dealing with claims to our land, we got to use the term Indian. Now,
facts.
Now, big up yourself, Kappa. It doesn't know. So that's just we dealing with trust law, basically. Socially, we could come together as a group and figure out a name to call ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to dealing with the colonizer and in court and paperwork, we got to use the terms that they put on the paper, which is Indian and Aborigine. You feel me? I just want to
Right
make
now,
that clear. No?
yeah, right now I'm trying to study these treaty laws. That's what I'm into right now. So I think that's very pertinent for us.
I'm glad you said that because that's important. I didn't want to come off and not say this. Okay, this is what we need to do also. This is a suggestion, right? How they killing us, how they killing our people is trust law. We don't understand the law. Our people is not, they're not teaching our children the law. They teach their children trust law and maritime law, but our children don't learn it. Okay? They're just teaching our children to come up and be a part of the system, to constantly continue the same shit that they did to our ancestors, right? So
you need to repeat that, Born Free, because they need to hear that one more time.
Yeah, the stuff that they're doing is they keep repeating the same stuff. They don't teach maritime law to our children. They don't teach trust law, so they keep us misinformed so our children can constantly work as slave in the system, right? Now, that being said, what we need to do is bring awareness. There's we should invest. We should have a what do you call it now? We should put some money together, like a saving.
Yeah. I'll put our money together. Yeah.
Yeah, to educate. We're gonna pick some of our children to teach, to put them through the schooling to teach them the law, the right way of dealing with this law, so they can represent our people in court. And so if there's an issue in the Aboriginal community with somebody seeing that their land has been stolen by a Caucasian family, we could have these children that's learning trust law to represent us in court the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because our people don't understand this law. I'm telling you, we need lawyers. We need lawyers in the community. We funding these lawyers. We don't want no lawyers paid for by the Caucasian people.
Albert said to Otter, the only reason why they don't teach our children law in school because we are like 10 steps ahead of them in everything.
Right.
Okay? We would have been the masters of, if we were learning the truth from we were itty bitty children, we would have been masters of all craft. So they, by not telling us, they kind of hold us back. And then what? We got to pay for a lawyer to represent us, when if we were taught law from in school, we would be able to help our people for free. So it's all, you know, tactics and strategy.
Right. The original Empress just joined.
Peace, everybody. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
You know, we out here fighting this fight, trying to pick our people up. But we have so many people with this black movement that's really tearing up my last damn near. Me and Tulu was in What's her name? Chat this morning too.
I don't know, girl. She is really leaving them over there with
Yeah,
Black. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I'm telling you, that's all they were saying. You know, we got people in the chat. You know, they spirits that they trying to fight against the black and the black this and the black. How can you fight? You dead. In the eyes of the law, you are dead. So how the hell can you fight for any rights to this land? They got this ADO shit going, thinking that they are supposed to benefit. If what people need to realize, if you can't trace your family back to a slave ship, you are not a part of the ADOs. I bet you what they doing, reason why they see, and I'm 9 times out of 10, there are pale faces behind this ADOs because they know they are the descendants of the slaves.
They are.
They know this. And what you're doing is helping them get reparations for when they were sent up out of Europe to come over here and be slaves. There was already slaves in Europe. So when they sent them in to work, they were still considered to be slaves. So what people got to realize, they are fighting for the rights of the pale face to get the money. You're not going to get any. You are a casualty of war. That's what people keep, they want to, oh, no. You know you wasn't, the people was brought here on slave ships, only 8%. And they wasn't brought here as no damn slaves. They was indentured service, came from out of Africa too. They came here to work.
Facts.
It still happens. Hey, people still coming to the America.
Yeah. Yes.
They're still trading them.
Still.
Yes, to work.
Still trafficking them.
Right.
Do you actually believe these people will still be coming here to America if they know that their people was brought over here as slaves and was mistreated? And that's why, and then you find them still coming over here to work today. You actually believe that was going on. People's not putting two together. Come on now. Why would you come to a country that's known to enslave your people, and had them over here working like dogs and wasn't even feeding them? They was living in rough conditions. All of a sudden, you want to come over here and make some money too.
And why do people are getting paid for a fake fucking Holocaust and we ain't getting none? For no repatriation for a fake makeup Holocaust that never happened, didn't exist. For Hitler, them is Hitler. So they want people. It was all a scam. You know what I mean? To just rob our people. They all work together, man. They are all cousins, uncles, aunties, brother. They are one lineage. So it's all a game they play together. To go up against
I gotta wait right there because
you see more commercials of them scamming, talking about identity theft. Nobody has committed the worst identity theft than these pale faces and these damn Jews that have came here and took on our nationality.
Facts.
And if you don't think that's true, I got pictures to show that because I've been doing the research and they show, and I shared this with Copper Fox, them being the first slaves, how they had them all caged up. I mean, when I say caged up, Fox, what it looked like.
That's true.
Yes, I got those images.
That's true.
Look like
look a nasty.
Them trucks cooped up in there, you know.
So like Born Free is saying, they're coming over here to take whatever we have.
Right. Definitely.
Facts.
And you know what's so funny? How is it such a coincidence that the same amount of people that they said came on the slave ships across the Atlantic from Africa, it's the same amount of people that they say came through Ellis Island from Europe.
Facts.
It's the same number, 12.5 million. So you know one of them had to be a lie. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, when you speak of Ellis Island, I got pictures, and I'm going to send them to you, Born Free, or I'm going to send you the video of how they brung them in with all these diseases. And they set up, it was this building somewhere here in I think it's in New York or somewhere. And it's this facility, and they show you the quarters, you know, where all these immigrants came in and they had all sickness.
Yes.
All this sickness brung it here on our land. Yeah. I'm going to send you that video.
Majority of our people can't trace back ancestors to a ship coming off of a ship, but these people can't. All these Caucasian people can trace back
It
their
was
ancestry back on a
it was
ship.
called black. It was called
Right.
blackberry.
But
They
Godfrey,
wasn't taking us from the islands to America, from America to the well, which is all Americas, but they were just taking us from the mainland to
Right.
the islands. That's all they was doing. They was not breaking us from no in Africa. They were just swapping us out from one because actually you were selling yourself. Those articles that they show you that Negroes hired, those was us selling ourselves for work.
Right.
So they get you thinking that they were selling us off. It was called Blackbird.
Now, sis, I'm gonna say this, right? Our people get it, but they don't get it all the way, right? You will hear our people. What would the Black Power people be saying? They say we can't get no access, or they treat us messed up because we're black. Yes,
exactly.
Yes, they treat
black
you messed
don't exist.
black, but not black in skin color. You feel me? Black in your status. You got to change that.
Exactly, but they actually believe they can look at themselves and see that their skin not black, but they were literally calling themselves black.
Right.
It's all about what they don't understand. Black and white is not only a status; it is about credit.
Right.
You're in the black credit, meaning your credit is dead. You have no kind of standing that they would want to loan you or lend you anything. When we shouldn't be asking them to lend us shit, we should be demanding, because first of all, only reason why you survive is because you came to America and you're living off of our land and our resources.
Yeah, definitely.
Facts.
I want to touch on another thing too, right? When warfare, when people's trying to take over a landmass, the first thing they attack is the original people of the land spiritual systems, their belief systems, right? Now, with that being said, our belief systems was destroyed to bring in new belief system like Christianity, Islam, the same Moorish understanding. I mean, the teachings of the Moors is powerful when it comes to like the knowledge and stuff, but I don't buy. I can't rock with the religious part of it. You feel
it's
me?
confusing.
Right. So what we have to do when we was our greatest power, we was dealing with natural law, not laws of men. You feel me?
Everything.
Facts.
Nature, right?
Everything natural in nature.
Yeah. So I feel like we should try to I know we're in these cities, we're in apartments, we're in buildings, we are in the cities now. So the best thing we could do is try to get back into these spiritual practices with our children, with the future, with our babies.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Start teaching them how to go back to the ways of using the herbs, of using our spiritual practices to gain power. When we was beaten, how we defeated the colonizer on our land, especially in the island. Our story from the islands is they was using their spiritual practices to defeat the colonizer. They was confused to know how to fight these people because we was fighting spiritual warfare. You feel me?
Facts.
Right. And they learn spiritual warfare from us, and they're using it against us today.
Okay, so we know over there, well, we know that our brothers and sisters, Caribs, Haiti, the voodoo, you know what I'm saying? It's very spiritual. And like you said, natural law. Natural law is still the law of this land.
Facts.
That hasn't changed one bit.
No, ma'am.
But here in the mainland, it's like it's all stripped. They stripped all that away from us.
Right.
I mean,
give us an illusion.
Yes, everything is stripped. Where we could pull up videos and watch, the Great Spirit in Haiti. It has been stripped off of this land, and we have to tap back into it.
Right. Yeah, man.
And y'all must remember, ancestors, they learn everything from nature.
Exactly.
Understand? So
y'all need to Google natural law. Natural law is the law of the land.
Mother Nature is our law. That's where we learn everything. She taught us everything.
Right.
Everything you see these motherfuckers have today is what we taught them, what we learned from Mother Nature. Nobody taught us shit.
Right. And,
That's why we respected Mother Nature and the earth, the soil, everything that she produces for us, the air, the sun, the water, the rain. You know, we honor all of that.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, without Mama, you know, nothing ain't possible. I mean, if she decide to turn off all oxygen, what's going to happen?
Mother is key, man. I'm telling you.
Okay. Then they take us away from Mama and gave us Sky Daddy, a male. See the dumb shit?
Mm-hmm.
Then take away Yaya and give it Jaja.
Give it Jaja.
Right.
Yeah, you might as well just worship Shrek.
You so fool.
Hell yeah, hail Shrek.
All right.
Sorry, Bon.
All right. Sis, guys, like I said, man, my baby's
Okay.
tearing this place up. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming through. We're gonna do this again. I hit you guys
And
up
again and again and again.
Yeah. I hit you guys up when I'm going live and we just jump on it and do it together, man, and destroy the lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No problem.
I'm gonna take you guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Salute. It's an honor, bro.
Salute.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna take you guys out with another song.
Okay.
This is me and my little girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share. Let me share the screen first so you guys can see what's popping. Yeah, before I play the video, I just want to shout out everybody that came through in the chat. Let me see what's going on with the video. Boom. All right, cool. Copper Hot Step, you don't know. Who I need to wrench up? Wrench everybody up, man. Rain Star, man. Gear wrench. Yes, man. Yeah, foundation. You've been with us forever. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Original Finder. Yeah, man. Anybody I missed? You get wrench. Oh yeah, Empress. How come you're not a wrench, Empress?
Salute.
I'm madness that. All right, but just drop a wrench by your sis. Anybody?
Me and Albert need a wrench, please.
Yes.
Albert, you gotta go. You gotta say something. Wait, let me see if I can find you.
Hold on.
I haven't seen you say. All right, I see you now. I see you. Boom, you all the way up there. Boom. Moderator. Who else? All right, I think that's it for Cherokee. Sis, you not say nothing. You know we have to wrench up all of the foundation. Let me know. You see me? Now, let me drop this video real quick and then we're gonna catch you guys back on the next live. All right. Thank you guys for the support and thank you for coming through, everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate it. Love it. Check it out. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all. And I will stumble and fall.
I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you.
And I will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And anywhere I would have followed you. Oh, say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm in the future, you know. You see me? I don't know.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Hollywood won't be able to pay for her fee. She's too
At all.
expensive.
I was gonna type in here, you boo-boos better take notes. You better take notes.
She's a multi-talented.
Multi. That's beautiful.
All right. Thank you, guys. Now, for the next bill. Until then, we out. Peace and love.